Roger and James here from the This Kingdom podcast. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the new Walt Disney Presents, which is the replacement for One Man's Dream in Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's kind of not really a new attraction because they just rebranded it. They've kind of taken some models out. They've put some new models in. They've put in a new model for Galaxy's Edge, which is the Star Wars land. New Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is the new attraction going into the Great Movie Ride building, and they've also got a big model for the new Toy Story Land, which has got 2 new attractions and stuff. They've still got the meet and greet with Groot and Star-Lord in there. They've still got, I think they've still got the One Man Dream video, and then they also tend to do trailers for the upcoming movie that's coming out. Definitely seems to be that this is becoming the preview building, which I don't have a problem with in some ways. I think maybe with the amount of stuff going on and how little there is at Hollywood Studios, they needed to do something kind of quick to kind of make it look like there was something to do.
Yeah, I mean, I always liked the One Man Dream. I always make a point of going through it at least once because there's almost never a line, and you do get that promotional video at the end, which normally has like something that you're not going to get anywhere else. It might be only like 5 seconds of footage, but it's worth going through once. But also, you know, they did kind of need to rebrand it a little bit. It's cool seeing Walt's desk and the history of the park and everything, but using it as a promo for what's coming next makes more sense.
Yeah, I think they removed that Mushu kind of animation bit, didn't they? I think that was...
Yeah, I obviously have not been to it yet. I haven't been down to Florida since they swapped everything out, but it wouldn't surprise me if they actually swapped out a lot of stuff from it.
I mean, yes, last night, actually, at the time of recording, Travis is down there on vacation, so he sent me back loads of photographs from, and there's been loads of videos floating around of the model. Obviously, Galaxy's Edge, which a lot of us saw at the D23 Expo. Also, you got this model of the Toy Story one. It's kind of funny to see them building models because you wouldn't really. It feels such an old school way of doing it.
Well, but you still have to visualize it somehow.
Yeah.
And 3D, you know, only gets you so far. You have to be able to see, okay, this is to scale to that, and you know, this is what it's going to look like when you're viewing the Slinky coaster from this position of the park and all that. So
yeah, it's interesting what they're doing with it. I think it's that kind of situation. I think if you're a regular to the parks, is maybe you go in there and see what the newest previews. Personally, I mean, by having a sit down for a bit, you know, if there's a trailer running for a movie, spent that much money getting to Florida, I don't want to waste it looking at a preview video. I've got something else I could do. I always, you know, I've been in there before, and I probably would go in there now. But it's a bit like, I'm going in there now to look at stuff that's not here, because I've paid all this money to come here, but it's not here yet. Thank you I'm a little bit like, I can see what you're doing, but that's also like, it would be like so frustrating. Here's what you could have won.
Right. And I mean, there's certainly some of that. There's that whole idea of, well, this isn't here for you now, but don't you want to spend another $700 to come and do it another time?
But another naught to that for me.
Yeah, well, that was just the price to get into the park.
Yeah.
The rest of it's up to you.
Yeah.
But it is important for Disney, both World and Land and Euro Disney and all that, to have stuff that caters both to first-time visitors and people who swing by every freaking day because they have an annual pass and they need something new to do. So this is very clearly meant for people who basically live at the park or even just visit 10, 12, 15 times a year. And that's cool. They'll get something to look forward to. It's promotion for the park. But yeah, if you're coming over and you're only in the park for 2 days, I could totally see why you would skip.
Yeah.
Having said that, though, you know, since there is never really any wait time for the trailer or the promotional video, it does make it kind of a nice little, all right, I'm just going to sit down for 7 minutes. I'm going to get my bearings. I'm going to rest my feet. And then I'm going to go off and do your favorite, the Great Movie Ride.
Not anymore, you know.
For a little bit longer. Or did it close down? No, it's gone.
That's all gone as well. That's got all the boards up for.
That's true.
Which I still think is an awesome. I love the idea of this new one, this new ride. Yeah, but yeah, generally as a whole, I think this preview area, it's cool. It's a nice little touch, but as I say, I think it made sense for them to kind of just turn this into a preview center.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it was turning into anyway. It was cool to see like the original models where they showed off like the Peter Pan miniatures to show that off in the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I'm sure that there's still several of those in the area that you can see, but switching from a this is what things were to this is what things will be is a natural progression, especially for the current Disney administration.
So we'd love to know what you guys think of the brand new Walt Disney Presents. I'll say brand new, but let us know in the comments below. As per usual, you can get in touch with us over at thiskingdom.com. You can also find us on all the different platforms, etc. James, where can they find you?
You can find me heroiclegacy.com.
And on that note, guys, thank you very much for watching. See you guys soon. Laters.
Later.